And a very warm welcome here to our autumn graduations here in the Barony Hall, which is one of our finest halls or pieces of real estate. Most importantly, the hall in which we produce some 3,500 graduates per annum. So Strathclyde's got a major contribution to make, producing all these fine, energetic, intelligent young people, launching them into their career, and also graduating in front of their families, their friends and their supporters. And it's wonderful to see so many of you here from across the country, and indeed many of you from across the globe. So it's wonderful to have you here. These are some of the highlights for the academic session, and it's great to be here together with my academic colleagues from Court and Senate, as well as in today's ceremony, the Strathclyde School of Business. So well done to all of you. And we will be going through the process of formally capping everyone, and then I'll take the opportunity at the end of the ceremony to give you an update on university activities and some of the things that may interest you as you leave today, as having translated from being graduands to graduates, as if by magic, when I cap you shortly to confer the degree on you. So very welcome to all of you. And as we begin, let me now formally declare that this congregation is open and invite the Dean of the Business School, Professor David Hillier, to introduce the graduates to you. Thank you.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for Research in the Department of Accounting and Finance, Shirina Binti Pauza. For Research in the Department of Economics, Joël Figas. Marco Fongoni. For the degree of Master of Science in Finance, Isra Talal Abdulaziz Al-Araimi. Jihad Abdul Ghafoor Saifuddin Al-Balushi. Abdul Rahman Hassan Salim Al-Baraiki. Hesham Ibrahim Elessa. Mohammed Dawood Suleiman Al-Lawati. Suleiman Mubarak Suleiman Al-Mandari. Razan Abdullah Amur Al-Riyami. Georgios Antipas. Roshni Aslam. Bushra Kasim Baig. Jesus Bordeaux Kukala. Bui T. Huang Lan. Tirawat Chantayasakon. Dominic Dobringt. Panagiotis Dunavis. Nina Julie Gentis. Felix Florian Geisler. Shashank Dinishchandra Gupta. Thanchanok Jarukitikun. Piyawat Jumfunjit. Maria Katmaru. Nicholas Kavros. Eleni Kazalaki. Joyris Vugutsa Keya. Kshitij Shankar Kandawal. Kenyaki Obi Kenyaki. Ann Kiti Ratanapon. Mikhail Cosmas Kouris. Anna Ravindra Kulkarni. Payal Kumar. Musa Thomas Luila. Manisha. Mankanwar Singh Mata. Apostolos Motas. Varang Ingusiri. Julie Bao Tram Ngoin. Pruti Nyamratana. Happiness Joseph Njewa. Georgia Parputsi. Jan Henning Puel. Kin Huai. Partha Protim Roy. Saida Salim. Pniti Senevongsi na Ayuda. Jingwan Shi. Himani Donaina Singh. Lovedeep Singh. Sargundeep Singh. Song Junru. Patrick Spitzer. Chayani Shriproma. Svetomir Petrov Stoikov. Chang Tan. Dimitrios Sikrokos. Nafat Uamsasiton. Vamfakas Yanis. Wu Han. Xiao Yi Yan. Yin Hua Ling. Jin Cheng Zhang. In international accounting and finance, Arwa Moshin S. Alzarani. Wen Kai. Chen Ji Bei. Christian Clev. Christos Jalturidis. Nikhil Pratik Janani. Jia Sheng Guo. Zhu Jinghe. Toby Pyu Ching Ho. Ju Xiao Rui. Mohammed Omar Khan. Alec Kenneth Laband. Antara Suresh Nair. Su Nhu. Pham Hu Tan Huong. Rong Ming Jun. Yao Wang. Jie Yung Zhao. Zhu Wenting. Jia Rui Zhang. Zhu Shuying. Cheng Yi Zhu. In international banking and finance, Camilla Kokotsa. Alberto Corra. Angelo Ivanov Donchev. Chirayu Mangesh Gujarati. Nicolina Chariclea Kotsamanidi. Konstantin Kurbakov. Andrea Kiselova. Vasilios Sakas. In investment and finance, Senam Nyuafi Agbenu Tamakloe. Maximilian Thomas Justice Anik. Natapat Asawaletsang. Patrick Bell. Ruangrit Chalalivawat. Ryan Faruja. Kimberly Gauchi. Anas Khaled Abdulhamid Harb. Chinidu Precious Igbodo. Dorian Janjani. Zinru Zhang. Sandeep Sanjay Jogwa. Karen Frank Kanza. Nikolaus Kontas. Georgia Luka. Corbinian Benno Martin Mayer. Jitipong Miipien. Entiola Mutsu. Dat Kwok Nguyen. Jonas Karsten Richard Nommensen. Alessandro Michele Pipa. Osama Nasir Saigal. Ilya Smertenko. Solon Vulgaris. Katrina Maureen Wallace. Zhao Tong Wang. Piavit Wutisombat. Yifan Yang. Hui Ki Yu. Min Feng Zhu. In finance and management, Khaled Badr Khaled Mubarak Al Kharia. Benedict Baer. Rajini Bardwaj. Nichakarn Fongper Sankom. Krisanti Foti. Krisa Antonia Georgiakopoulou. Blanca Gracia Riquelme. Ankita Gupta. Yasser Hassan. Jeslyn Unita Ho. Varali Kitichik Varinkul. Christian Krongsville. Stylianos Krasanakis. Q. Huey Liu. Chunyakorn Fotiwatina. Shabana Salma Samsudin. Tang Wei. Ida Louise Tendon. Michaela Trianti. Ginjuta Vatunjovanic. Renee Simone Waller. Hao King Wang. Yi Wen Xia. Wan Jing Zheng. In applied economics, Matthew Allison. Beck George Anyak. Naina Bushan. Mathilde Brigitte Demy. Carl Martin Fon. Richard Haw. Tahira Iqbal. Jean Zi Huai. Amda Wiridua Kwapong. Mark McIntyre. Niraj Indakoma Angie Maseko. Johnson Nuviadenu. Kuram Kadri. Lorna Stevenson. In global energy management, Evan Kioma Allah. Marjorie Almeida Torre. Juani Barrero Ramos. Maria Jose Pacheco. Maria Papadopoulou. Candace Amanda Persad. Laura Saar. In global sustainable cities, Francis Peter Barrett. Omar Islam. Sima Isa. Gavin McAdam. Kirsten Lorraine MacDonald. Rebecca Muller. Natarucha Piamsawat. Venla Gabriela Rikinin. In Economics and Finance, Mishal Suleiman Ali Al-Shukali. Anuja Kiran Naik. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Accounting, Yuwen Liu. In Accounting and Finance, Christopher Edward Joseph Durkin. In Business Analysis and Technology and Business Enterprise, Soaib Idris Ahmad. Kieran James Gallagher. In Economics, Viviana Catalina Tudora. In Economics and Business Enterprise, Gregor James Davidson. In Economics and Finance, Andrew McPherson. In Finance, Raymond Andre Listed. In Hospitality and Tourism Management, Lai Wah Wong. In Hospitality and Tourism Management and Marketing, Adam Charles Thomas McAlpine. In Human Resource Management, Kerry O'Donnell. In Human Resource Management and Marketing, Stephanie Haggerty. In Marketing, Lauren Bryce. Paul Michael Logue. Victoria Joanne McNabb. James Stewart. In Marketing and Business Enterprise, Hugh McDavid. In Marketing and Business Law, Samara May Croft. Daniel Fletcher. Wajiha Iqbal. James David McMillan. Abby Mills. Rebecca Jane Muir. Kirsty Patterson. Holly Smith. Kevin Studders. In international business and finance and marketing, Francesco Cimino. In international business with business analysis and technology, Greg James Blackburn. In international business with hospitality and tourism management, Milena Svetanova Pankova. In international business with marketing, Gary Kenneth Patterson. For the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration in Economics, Luis Felipe Valencia Jimenez. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Finance, Connor Davidson.
Well, what a wonderful way to spend the afternoon. A big round of applause for our new graduates. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, new graduates, let me reiterate our warm welcome to this wonderful ceremony. A day that none of you will forget, and it marks the successful conclusion of years of hard work, and now you've graduated in front of your proud parents, your friends, your supporters, and indeed our academic staff. And today, as we said earlier, we welcome visitors from all over Scotland, the UK, and across the globe. And it's great to have you here, and we're delighted to see such a diverse and indeed happy audience today. Of course, as we reflect on the recent political dynamics here in Scotland, in the UK, throughout Europe and across the Atlantic, it's worthwhile acknowledging the important place that universities have in trying to spread some reason, thinking and analysis, and no more than here at Strathclyde. Strathclyde is a university where freedom of thought is valued and encouraged, a place that is both tolerant and inclusive, and where people of diverse national, cultural and social backgrounds come together to enjoy our excellent education and a shared student experience. We benefit from having students and staff from over 100 countries. Ours is a socially progressive community and one that is an exemplar for modern society. We are plural, multicultural and enlightened. And here we are today to acknowledge your fantastic work and your achievements, the learning that you've built up and the successful completion of your degree. Appropriately enough, and I'm an engineer so I often quote him, Thomas Edison the famous American inventor, said that genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. I'm sure in the Strathclyde Business School that ratio is much more in favour of inspiration, but nonetheless, you've worked hard to get here today. I come from Glasgow, so I'm a natural Glaswegian, from a sunny hamlet called Govan. And in Govan, the motto of that town is nihil sine labore, or nothing without hard work. And please bear that in mind. Every day in life I get up there and I remember that saying that you have to be smart, and you all are. You have to be full of great potential, and you all are, but very often the differentiator is how you apply yourself and the effort you make to get from A to B, or preferably A to Z. And I recommend that you take that approach in the forthcoming years in your career. But today you've become Strathclyde alumni, and you're the latest of our torchbearers, just like many generations of graduates before you. And now, with all that you've successfully come through, and I know you would agree that you could not have achieved everything without the backing and encouragement of the community of supporters that are around you. And it's fitting that we acknowledge their part in the successful completion of your university studies. Our graduates, and indeed the university at large, owe them an enormous debt of gratitude. And as the first in my own family to have gone to university here at Strathclyde, I'm proud to say, I know the importance of such support, and I'm sure that today's graduates and our university staff would like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to your families, friends and supporters for all that they've done to make today possible. Thank you very much indeed. And for our academic staff too, this is a very important day, because ultimately your success is their reward. Strathclyde and our staff have worked hard to provide you with a high-quality education and a first-class university experience for all of our students, regardless of background. So let me invite our fresh crop of graduates to join with me in saying thank you to our staff for all that they've done to support you in your journey and your achievements. Thank you. As you leave Strathclyde today as our alumni, I should remind you that Strathclyde is now in its 222nd year. We were established in 1796, and throughout our history, the University of Strathclyde has remained very faithful to our founding principles. We were established, and I quote, for the benefit of all mankind and for the purpose of useful learning. We were the only higher education institution to be established in Scotland during the Scottish Enlightenment, a very distinguishing characteristic that we take very seriously, and it's important to our distinguishing characteristics. And we're now driving forward that strategy in the same exciting spirit, making it wholly relevant to the 21st century. Our founder, Professor John Anderson, who was a natural philosopher or physicist, had strong links with Benjamin Franklin, the American inventor and academic. And Franklin was involved in establishing the University of Pennsylvania in 1751 under their motto of useful knowledge. And that influenced our founder, John Anderson, and resonates beautifully with our Strathclyde motto of useful learning. And never has this philosophy been so relevant since our establishment over 200 years ago. The motto, known by all of our staff and students, still defines our purpose as a leading international technological university that carries out our academic mission in a socially progressive way. So across the campus and in the buildings that you may have passed on your way to the Barony Hall today, our academics and students are developing drugs to diagnose and fight diseases and illnesses. For example, we currently have several drugs or clinical trials in the areas of degenerative kidney disease, cancer and inflammatory disease. Strathclyders are researching and developing the energy technologies and policy solutions to tackle climate change and establish a low-carbon economy. We are revolutionising global manufacturing and helping to create the fourth industrial revolution, so-called Industry 4.0. Our students continue their work in places such as Africa to establish water and power supplies and to deploy healthcare systems in remote communities. They're bringing prosthetic limb technologies to those in need in India. And we're working to inform public policy and indeed our national economic strategy. Our staff in one of our flagship buildings, the Technology and Innovation Centre down on George Street, They're working on future cities, photonics, bio-nanosystems, smart grid and pharmaceuticals. Thomas Edison, who I quoted earlier, also referred to his technical team and his laboratories as his inventions factory. Well, TIC, the Technology and Innovation Centre, is our innovations factory. And we're in the process now of finalising the acquisition of the adjacent building, the Innovo building from our colleagues in Scottish Enterprise, with Strathclyde spearheading the establishment of Scotland's first innovation district, here in the heart of our city, emulating the drive, the boldness and the risk-taking of the merchants in the city of Glasgow at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, where we're a catalyst for change, bringing together investors, industry, feeding them with our fantastic students and the quality of our research. But most importantly, we're providing people with the opportunities to transform their lives and the lives of their families. As mentioned earlier, we still attract many first-generation university students here to Strathclyde. And then finally, we are giving business and industry the tools that they need to be more innovative, to promote economic growth, and to create jobs, providing us all with a quality of life that is more sustainable and healthy. And these are some of the reasons that we've had a terrific sequence of independent recognition of what we do and how we do it. In recent years, we've been recognised at the annual UK Times Higher Education Awards with recommendations for awards which we achieved, such as the UK Research Project of the Year. We became the UK University of the Year, followed closely with fantastic input from the Business School, being named the UK Entrepreneurial University of the Year. And in November, of course, we became the UK Business School of the Year, which deserves great recognition. Congratulations. And just as importantly, in June this year, something I'm proud of on behalf of all of my staff, that we were named the University UK Workplace of the Year, which talks about the culture, the environment and the values that we apply to make sure that we deliver fantastic education and research in a way that brings the Strathclyde community together. So, Strathclyde continues to demonstrate the ability to have disproportionate impacts, principally through all of you, our wonderful graduates and postgraduates, but also in the quality of our research and the highly effective ways through which we create value and impact through the translation of our knowledge to the benefit of society and our industry and public sector partners. And we continue to be a driver for sustainable economic growth, and Strathclyde has a very distinct role in this key national objective. Our universities in Scotland attract about £1.1 billion from Scottish Government on an annual basis, but our activity generates almost £7 billion worth of value back into the Scottish economy. We are an investment, we're a good investment, and we expect to keep that going, and Strathclyde is at the front of that queue, being no doubt. And certainly the achievements of our staff and students in the Strathclyde Business School over the last year gives me great confidence for the future. And let me take just a moment to only pick out a few of the highlights. This faculty is knocking the ball out of the park, so it was a hard choice to pick out the headlines, but let me give you some of them. We talked about the UK Business School of the Year award in late 2016. That award recognised the school's outstanding overall performance and its innovative and entrepreneurial outlook, which also is fed into the degree programmes that you've been studying on. The Business School was one of only 35 institutions worldwide to be named as honorees in the inaugural Entrepreneurship Spotlight Challenge, honouring and recognising an outstanding commitment to creating and incubating cutting-edge business innovations and fostering entrepreneurship. A new Masters in Financial Technology, or FinTech, has been launched at Strathclyde to support the digital transformation of Scotland's financial sector. This MSc in Financial Technology will also give students the financial, programming and analytical skills needed to help companies accelerate transactions and enhance security and further establish Scotland's credentials as a leader in financial innovation. Strathclyde International Business student Kirsten Alexander McGarry was named Management Undergraduate of the Year at the Target Jobs Undergraduate of the Year Awards. The Growth Advantage programme, one of our flagship professional development programmes run by the Hunter Centre for Entrepreneurship, is delivered in partnership with the Santander Bank and also is contributed directly to by Sir Tom Hunter, one of Scotland's excellent entrepreneurs and indeed a Strathclyde alum. As you would expect, that's entered its second year now, and the programme is for businesses wishing to scale up and has been highly praised by participants. The Financial Times ranked our MBA in the top 10 in the UK
and #1 in Scotland. And this past year also marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the full-time MBA, 40 years of the part-time MBA, and 20 years of our Swiss MBA centre in Zurich. Strathclyde was ranked second in the UK for both accounting and finance, and hospitality, leisure, recreation and tourism in the Complete University Guide. And our master's programme in the Department of Accountancy and Finance has been recognised by the Chartered Financial and Analyst Institute under the University Recognition Programme, with us being one of only 13 universities in the UK to have been awarded that status. The Lord Forte Foundation has awarded studentship funding for hospitality and tourism management students in our Strategy and Organisation Department each year as a prize. And David Iser of our Fraser of Allender Institute has been appointed as an advisor to the Scottish Parliament's Finance Committee. Very important work, as his advice will focus in particular on the implementation of the new fiscal framework, which was agreed between the UK and Holyrood governments earlier this year. Dr. Mohammed Huq of Economics received the Judges Award in the Inspiring Cities Awards. It was made in recognition of his work as chairman of the charity Education International, an organisation aiming to promote educational opportunities and medical help to poor and underprivileged people in northern Bangladesh. And I'm delighted to tell you that in proper recognition of his outstanding leadership, our Business School Executive Dean, Professor David Hillier, who presented the students today, was named Public Sector Director of the Year at the Institute of Director Awards, the judging panel commending him for his strong and visible leadership. David, fantastic. And I could go on, but won't. So, to graduates, this is the exciting context in which you should view your awards. You're now graduates of a university that places students at the heart of everything that we do. We value education and research excellence, and we continue to create and innovate strong connections with society at large, as well as the business world. And as well as internationalisation, we've talked about the international community that makes up Strathclyde, but we also connect to the world. That's where the very best universities contribute, collaborate and compete. And we are no different. So, for example, our Strategic Partners Programme in North America includes Stanford, MIT and New York University. And we're now moving to strategic partners with Caltech and the University of Southern California. In China, working with Tsinghua and Peking universities and the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. And in Singapore, Nanyang Technological University and the National University of Singapore are close working partners. And we have a raft of high-quality partnerships across Europe, which will continue to be important. Indeed, will become all the more important given the uncertainty around Brexit, the negotiations and the outcomes that will bring. I will take up, I'm privileged to do so, the presidency of an entity called CESAR, which is a community of 51 world-class universities across Europe, ETH in Zurich, Politecnico di Milano, the Danish Technical University, and so on and so forth. And we're doing that because it will give Strathclyde a very distinct voice in negotiations in Brussels, as I represent not only my own institution, but the positioning of our colleagues across Europe who value the interconnectivity, the translation of people and ideas and investment opportunities. Scotland's not going to break off from the continental shelf. We're still going to be part of Europe. It's about us now anticipating the changes that we will face, but proacting and making sure that we stay collaborative and we stay engaged with our colleagues from across Europe. And of course, our students also benefit directly from being part of an international university. It helps them emerge with the skills necessary to help themselves, in Scotland, of course, play their full part in the world. And they've also been exposed properly to different cultures and traditions. But most importantly, today's graduates leave here understanding their obligations as global citizens. And as well as us working on the world stage, we are a university that's rooted here in the city of Glasgow. We're proud of that. We've been here since 1796. We've provided leadership through the Glasgow Economic Leadership Board that I've been chairing for 6 years, bringing together the broader community of business leaders, public sector leaders and indeed academia to imagine Scotland's future economy in life sciences, tourism, business and events, finance and business services, marine, low-carbon technologies. And we were seminal in the presentation of Glasgow, awarded almost 1.2 billion in the first city deal that came to Scotland. And of course, we're using our strong university base to point to our graduates and point to the benefits of our research to make us competitive on the world stage. And we remain, and I am proud of this on behalf of my colleagues, the leading Scottish research-intensive university for widening participation in our programmes for students from some of the most challenged communities in Scotland. Over 1,000 of these people have joined us this year, and over 500 of whom come from the most challenged areas of society. And in that same period, colleagues, as well as opening our doors wider, we've moved into 6th place in the UK for the entrance requirements to our university, making a nonsense of the argument that if you have your doors open to those from the Scottish Index of Multiple Deprivation, lower 2 quintiles, then you must be lowering your standards. Not at all. If you make this a strategic priority, you can bring in talent from wherever you find it and make sure they have an opportunity to get a Strathclyde education. And on that front, I am privileged to be the Chancellor of the Children's University, where, as well as the 3,500 graduates from Strathclyde that walk across this stage, we're now in our 4th year of inviting 5 to 12-year-olds to turn up here on an annual basis to graduate from the Children's University with their black capes on and their mortarboards and their mums and dads sitting at the back of the hall, occasionally rather nervous, because the majority of them have never been in a university before. And our message is that universities are for everyone. And as my colleagues know, I particularly enjoy those ceremonies because it's one of the few ceremonies where I get to look tall. The 5-year-olds are giving me a bit of a push, and the 12-year-olds are a bit of a stretch as well. So these youngsters get their learning passports, and when they go to night classes or they take their parents to the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery or the Glasgow Science Centre, they get a stamp on their passports. And when they get the first passport full, they come here and get a bachelor's degree from the Children's University. If they do another phase of that up to probably age 12, they might get a master's degree from the Children's University. And to the challenge of my academic staff, the next phase, of course, is they'll come here with a PhD from the Children's University. How about that for a challenging first-year class? But it speaks volumes about Strathclyde's commitment and an innovative approach to getting more people into a university education. So, let me conclude by saying that if I characterise this wonderful institution in 2017, I would describe us as having ambition, focus and momentum, with the agility and necessary commitment to the delivery of our strategy so necessary to absorb the continuing challenges in our sector and the ongoing political and economic uncertainties that we all face. It's a privilege for me to lead this wonderful institution with the superb support I get from my executive team, as well as our broader community of academic, professional services and support staff. And I am sure that our founder, John Anderson, would recognise that what we are doing today is the realisation of what he sought to establish during the Scottish Enlightenment. And Strathclyde now seeks, in our modern society, to be an agent for positive change here in Glasgow, in Scotland, the UK and on the international scene. But most importantly, graduates, I am certain that all of you today will have enormous impacts in society and that 2017 can genuinely become a vintage year. So with that in mind, and as you leave this hall today, bear in mind that you're leaving not just with an award, but with a responsibility. You're joining an international community of over 170,000 Strathclyders around the world. So whatever you do with your degree and however you decide to pursue your career, remember that useful learning, our motto, should also have you applying your knowledge for the benefit of others, making a positive impact for yourselves and the communities that you belong to, respecting diversity, valuing freedom of expression and thought, and reaching conclusions and resolving disputes by reason. These are at the very heart of the values of your university. And turning to today's celebration, we're all here to mark the fantastic achievements of those that have been awarded their degrees. So on behalf of the university, I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to all of you and wish you every success in your future careers. Please stay in touch and let us know about your progress, and well done again, and please enjoy the rest of this very special day. Thank you very much.
So, I hope you've enjoyed the ceremony as much as myself and my colleagues have. It's a wonderful occasion. I think the weather is still reasonable. I'm getting the thumbs up from the back of the hall. Please join us at the end of this ceremony. We will process down the aisle. If you would let us do that, please join us and come over to the Lord Todd, where there's a reception where we can have a refreshment and a chat with as many as possible. So if I may ask you to be upstanding, please. I will now declare this congregation formally closed. Thank you very much.